Hey sportsmen, middle of December, right before Christmas, we're here on site at Beck's Trailer Stores here in St. John's, the biggest trailer outlet anywhere. First, ice fishing, Escanaba Alpena. Stay tuned, this is going to be an information-filled show. First stop today, Escanaba, up there on Little Bay de Noc in the central Upper Peninsula. This is early ice and it has been on fire. Ryan Herenstein from RTH Fishing put us onto a great bite. He's got some awesome pictures on our fishing report on our website, and this is how he's catching them. He's using jigging wraps, number 5s, number 7s, or shiver minnows in the size number 3. Now you're going to tip the bottom treble of those baits with just a minnow head, not a whole minnow, just the head. And you're going to go ahead, drop it to the bottom. I mean, it's a hunk of lead with a bunch of hooks on it, so it's going to go straight down. And you're going to work it super slow, a 6-inch up and down jig. And then, of course, every minute or two, bring it up 3-4 foot and slow drop it, pound the bottom, and stay back with that slow jig. That's been the presentation. Now spots. The spots have been on 20 to 40 foot ledge drops off of main points in the upper bay. In other words, way up from the Gladstone Narrows up. And that's been really critical that you're fishing either the top or the bottom roll of these hard dropping points with hard sand. Same places you'd fish for smallmouth in the spring and the summer. That's where you're looking for these walleyes. Now, he's catching good numbers of them in the morning in the low light conditions, as well as in the evening low light conditions, and then jigging for perch in between up on the top of the points. Now, if you're looking to set up tip-ups, that's also been very effective with 4 and 5-inch chubs or sucker minnows. Again, same thing. Get those baits about 1.5 feet off the bottom. The walleyes come through, cruising through. If it were me, I'd set an equal number of tip-ups on the top of the roll as well as the bottom of the roll, because you just don't know where the fish are holding. But Escanaba right now has been very good. Another really good spot is right off of Center Reef on the east side. There's some rock piles. Those rock piles have been kicking out some really nice walleyes. Same presentations, dead rod or tip-ups along with a jigging wrap or a shiver minnow. Now, if you're looking for a quick place to stay, you're going to come for a night or two, the Bayview Motel right there in Gladstone, right on Highway 41. It's got great clean rooms, and these are fisherman-friendly people. Now, if you're looking to stay for 3 or 4 days, or, you know, for a little mini excursion and you got 3, 4, 5, 6 guys, which is the best way to go ice fishing, our friends over at Lindbergh's Cove Resort is the place to go. This whole resort is right there on Little Bay de Noc, right close to the boat launch for easy access. And also, call Ryan from RTH Fishing if you're looking to rent a shack. You know, when you go up there and you've never been up there, sometimes the best way to learn how to fish an area is to hire a guide that's got rental shacks. He can put them on the right spot for you. You show up, you go right in, you catch fish. It's an awesome way to do it. But either way, Escanaba right now, early ice is happening. Hey guys, you know what? It's almost boat show season. That's right, the Ultimate Fishing Show is just around the corner. You got to get down to Wilson Marine. Here, one of their 4 locations in southeast Michigan. Angler Quest, Starcraft, Crestliner, your fishing boat headquarters has got 2019 non-currents at blowout prices. Check in with one of the salespeople. Make your best deal. They'll wrap that boat up for you, put it away for the rest of the winter, and walleye fishing starts in March or April on the rivers. You'll be ready to go. Get on down to Wilson's and make your best deal. Why mess around with a boat show scene? Get it done right now at Wilson's Marine. Hey guys, our second report today coming from you from northeast Michigan. That's right, the Alpena region of Michigan. And this is always an early start spot that a lot of people ignore. Take 23 north out of Detroit, out of Bay City, Saginaw, Midland, and head up to Alpena. There's some awesome fishing. We're going to talk about 2 bites that are going on right now. The first one right outside of the Alpena to the north is Fletcher's Floodwaters. Now this is one of the most prolific bass fishing lakes during the softwater period. It's also one of the most awesome ice fishing spots for big northern pike and panfish. Those combinations hitting right now. Talking with Dean at Jack's Landing tells us that the fishing right out in front of his resort has been spectacular. They got good safe ice for right now. You always got to watch the weather, but the bluegill are biting really well and the big northerns are biting on tip-ups. So if you're going to do a tip-up bite, you're going to want to, of course, use tip-ups with chubs or minnows. Suckers 4 or 5 inchers have been the best. And if you're doing the panfish deal, of course, just a light rod, teardrops, waxies. It really seems to work the best. But Fletcher's Floodwaters right now, Jack's Landing is the place to stay. They've got bait on site, they got a bar on site, they got food on site. Jack's has got awesome cabins. I've been there many times. It is the place on Fletcher's Floodwaters out of Alpena. Now our second bite's coming from Grand Lake. Now Grand Lake is north of Alpena, and this is a long, narrow lake right separated from Huron by basically a great big sand dune. But this is one of the best places to catch walleye and perch in the Alpena region, especially early ice. The perch here can be prolific. And right now on the south and west shore, the whole southwest shore of the lake right now is kicking out awesome early season perch. Now you're going to find these perch in 12 to 15 feet of water, and there's a real critical way that you find these fish. And that is you're going to want to use a combination of jigging out of a shack or on the ice and setting up a spread of tip-ups. The tip-ups are really effective here on Grand Lake because they are really, you're designing them to fish for perch and you'll catch walleyes while you're doing it. And what I mean by that is make sure you're using, like we talked last week on our show, if you missed it, we talked about the proper way to rig that tip-up, and that is with some really light braided line and then about a 3 to 5 foot section of fluorocarbon. And that fluorocarbon, of course, is going to be about 6 or 8 pounds. I'd go with 6 if I can, because that's going to help you. And then a very small number 10 or 12 treble hook and a blue or a golden. Now, if you're going to target walleye specifically, you can up the size of that treble hook, but I would try your best to keep it as small as possible to give yourself the best chance at the perch. Now, the perch are running right on gradual breaks, like we said, between 10, 12, and 15 foot of water right now. And so set a spread of tip-ups out with a group of guys and cover those different 1 foot depth increments, 1 in 10, 1 in 11, 1 in 12, 1 in 14, spread 4 guys out. So you're jigging in varying depths and you're also marking fish. Now, if you've got this tool I'm going to mention right now, the new Panoptix Live Scope Ice Fishing Bundle is available to buy. And if you've got that, you can drop that Panoptix Live Scope transducer right down through the hole and slowly turn it and actually identify fish under the ice and also know how far away from your location they are, because they have a 20-foot grid on their screen of 20, 40, 60, 80. It is the quickest way to identify ice under the ice fish and to maximize your ice fishing time. The Panoptix Live Scope Ice Fishing Bundle is now available. But whatever you do, you got to check out Grand Lake up north of Alpena for the great ice fishing for walleye and perch that's going on right now. So listen, in the Alpena region, if you're looking for great accommodations, we mentioned Jack's Landing up on the shores of Fletcher's Floodwater. Obviously, if you're fishing Fletcher's, you got to stay at Jack's. It's the best place on the water. Now, if you're going to be in the Alpena region itself, fishing one of the local lakes in and around Alpena, you're going to want to visit the Ramada Alpena right there on 23. Now this is a fisherman-friendly place that's got great rates in the middle of the winter, and they'll take care of you, and they got all the amenities from food and hot tub and pool and awesome rooms and a huge parking lot, the Ramada Alpena. And obviously if you're looking to get out on the ice on a charter, the same guy who takes us out soft water, Steve Hubert from Chum Bucket Charters, could be coaxed into getting you out on the ice as well. Give Steve a call. He's got great information. He's got all the equipment. He can get you out and you can have a great time on either Hubbard or Grand or Long, any of those lakes. So get a hold of my friend Steve Hubert at Chum Bucket Charters. If you're looking for a great, affordable outbuilding for whatever your needs is, check out my friends at Midwest Steel Carports up in Grant, Michigan. They have awesome outbuildings at affordable prices with quality craftsmanship. That's Midwest Steel Carports up in Grant. Check them out online.
All right, wanted to go over our trailers that Legend just came out with this year. This is a new model. This is our 7x14 tilt. Makes a very nice model for your side-by-side. Again, we're going to stress this tongue. This tongue's going to be standard on a lot of Legend trailers. It's that 3x6 inch, a 1/4 inch thick tongue. We actually put this on our little side-by-side hauler. It actually adds a lot of benefit and strength to these trailers. This has got a tilt. This is a tilt model. It's got the damper in it, so it's not just going to slam down when you're putting your side-by-side on it. Makes it very convenient and easy to use. Again, standard with that torsion axle. All Legend aluminum trailers are standard with torsion axles because it doubles your warranty on your axles. When you buy a Legend trailer, we want you to be taken care of. Again, here we just want to stress about this Legend trailer, the setback jack. This one does have the ultimate jack on it. A lot of the jacks are coming out with that. Allows you to pull a pin, slide that jack up and down, and not have to crank it up all the way down. Again, we stress about this setback jack, not putting a dent in that tailgate. It really allows a lot of nice features to be able to get in and out of your truck when you're hooked up to a trailer. This is a great trailer for side-by-sides, lawnmowers, anything that you think that you could put on a utility trailer and not have to drive up a ramp. Really helps out with that. This being all aluminum, it is a lot more lightweight than what a steel model trailer would be. This one here even has an aluminum deck. The longevity of this trailer is way far off than a steel model trailer or anything else out there as far as competitor-wise goes. We do offer this trailer here with a bifold ramp gate as well. Little cheaper model, but you get the great same benefits of being a low profile. Again, this is Austin at Beck's Trailer Store. We have 1,300 trailers here on our lot. Come out and check us out. We will find the right trailer for you.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us on this week's video ice fishing report, I guess you could call it, here at Beck's Trailer Sales, just north of St. John's on US 127, between M57 and St. John's, the biggest, best trailer store, not only in Michigan, anywhere. Come on down, check out their selection, get your questions answered, walk away with a trailer that'll last you a lifetime. Hey, we'll see you again next week on the Hot Bites Fishing Report.